Welcome back to Enlightened Tarot. This is Emily here with you. I felt intuitively called today to make a video about scripting and how to manifest your desired life using scripting. Now, first off and foremost, the most important thing that you should know about manifesting and using the law of attraction to bring what you want into your life is knowing that what you want to manifest is aligning with your higher self and what is truly good for you. And it's also manifesting the right things as well. A lot of people, including myself in the past, are manifesting things or have tried to manifest things that didn't align with their higher self. And an example of that is I've always wanted to, recently, I guess not always, recently, I have wanted to be a stay-at-home mom and I wanted to work from home on my business. And a few weeks ago, back in June, the universe actually gifted me with a tiny 2-week vacation. And it was actually when I started Enlightened Tarot to begin with. I had the inspiration on the weekend before the vacation to start my Facebook page and start doing tarot readings for people. And then that entire week I decided okay, if I have the time off and the time available to, stay home, then I will act as if and treat it as if, treat it as if this is my everyday life and that I work from home. So I did exactly that. I set up a work schedule and a family schedule, and I followed it to a T. And it was awesome. I loved it. It was very successful. But by the end of the vacation, I was starting to get really drained and off balanced. And I was doing everything, that I needed to do. I was taking breaks in between my readings, and I was, grounding myself and spending time outside and making sure that I was balanced in all aspects of my life. I was meditating, I was doing breath work, spending time outside, I was journaling, I was eating super healthy, I was spending time with my family, I was making sure that I was showing myself love and care, and also just working towards my goals. And I came to the conclusion that I don't actually want to be a stay-at-home mom. And I know that can sound bad, but that's just not who I am. I've never been that kind of person. I mean, I had my first job when I was 14 years old, and I love working. I love being around other people. I love meeting new people. I love different experiences. And, working from home, you're always around the same people. You're constantly doing the exact same thing. And it's just not for me. And that's why I was becoming so off balance and so drained, for that 2-week period, was because it did not align with my higher self. I meant to branch out and meet people and connect with other people, and being a stay-at-home mom and working from home wouldn't bring that to me. So it's really important to know, what you are manifesting aligns with your higher self. And another aspect when it comes to manifesting is making sure you're focusing on the right things. So a few of the things that I've noticed that people try to manifest in their life is large sums of money. I myself have tried manifesting $1,000, $5,000, $30,000. I've tried manifesting winning the lottery, and it never worked. And a while back, I was meditating, trying to, figure out why my manifestations weren't coming into fruition. And I had this amazing realization that I'm not manifesting the right things, and I'm focusing on the right things. I don't need large sums of money because I can barely handle the money I have now. I wasn't at the time, I wasn't responsible with the money that I had. So I needed to learn how to become responsible, financially responsible. And so I changed my focus from, instead of manifesting large lump sums, large sums of money, I started to manifest financial stability. And not everyone is in my condition. Some people just, want money, or not want money. Some people are just trying to manifest like their dream car or their dream vacation, or, different things like that. And the point is you don't actually want money. You want the thing that money brings you. So why not try focusing on what you actually want? Try focusing on, the vacation in Hawaii or the, Bahamas, or, wherever it's at. Try focusing on your your dream car. Focus on having that Ferrari or that Tesla, or whatever dream car you want. Don't focus on the money, because you don't actually want money. So you're not going to get anywhere with that. Some people actually want to physically have money in their bank account, like that's what they want. And so, they're able to manifest large sums of money very easily, and kudos to you, because that's awesome. And the third thing that people are constantly trying to manifest is a specific person. And you don't actually want to manifest that person. You want to manifest a healthy, happy relationship. And if you're trying to manifest your ex back, you don't actually want your ex back. There is a reason why you broke up in the first place. What you actually want is, you want, if you're trying to manifest your ex back, you want that happy relationship. You want those moments that you had. That's what you want. You want to be loved, you want to be cherished, you want to be supported and respected, and you want to have that connection with somebody. And when you're focusing on a specific person, you're heavily limiting the universe on its abilities to bring you a happy, loving relationship that you deserve. So instead of focusing on manifesting a specific person, focus on manifesting a happy, loving, kind, respectful, fun, relationship. Focus on that. So next step to so a lot of people don't know how to figure out what it is that they want in the first place, or to figure out if what they're manifesting is aligning with their higher self. Because I know when I first learned about the law of attraction, I started to try to manifest money and just different things like that, and it just wasn't really working out for me. So the way that I found out how to, that I needed to focus on financial stability was I meditated. I wrote down on a piece of paper, why am I not manifesting the money I need? And I held the piece of paper in my hand, I visualized, got the question in my mind, I set the paper down, and this is a selenite crystal. These are amazing for clarity and guidance. So I recommend, if you're meditating, to try and receive guidance or clarity about something in your life. Selenite crystals are absolutely amazing. Um, so I held the selenite crystal in my hand. Um, and I just started meditating. And if you don't know how to meditate or don't know what meditation is, there are so many videos on YouTube that can help you. And when I'm meditating and I'm, focusing on this question, I visualize that a gold light is being shined down on me from the heavens, and that my higher self, that I am connecting with my higher self, that my physical body is actually connecting with my higher self. That's what I do for visualization. I know not everyone is good with visualization, but just even setting the intentions that you're connecting with your higher self to receive guidance on a specific question is just as good. So, I meditated on it until I received the answer. But also, another thing about connecting with your higher self is you have to actually have the relationship with your higher self. If you just try to meditate, and try to connect with your higher self for the very first time, it may not work, because there are a few things that you need to do. One, you need to have a relationship with your higher self. You need to actually connect with them. And the way that I do that, and a lot of other people, is every day, twice a day, when I wake up in the morning and right before I go to bed, I, pray to my higher self and my spirit guides and my guardian angels. And, I just tell them how grateful that I am that they are guiding me and supporting me every second of my life, and that they have blessed me with guidance, love, light, and clarity, and the opportunities and gifts in my life. I literally say exactly just that twice a day. And then throughout the day, I thank for everything that I receive, whether it's, meeting a specific person, or if I find an awesome video that really helped me, or, anything like that. I give thanks to my higher self and to my spirit guides and guardian angels. So that's step one when trying to connect with your higher self. It also helps to listen to 432 hertz music. Throughout the day, and especially when you wake up in the morning and when you go to sleep at night. That helps your that helps your mind connect with the divine, with the higher self, very easily. It opens your mind, your third eye, to be able to do that. Which, opening your third eye, is important for being able to have the connection with the divine. And there's tons of research you can do on how to do that. And if you are interested, and if you want me to make a video on how to open the third eye and how I opened mine, I'm more than happy to, make a video about that and share that information. So comment down below, or message me or email me. That'll also be in the description box below as well. So yes, your third eye, using 432 hertz music to connect with the divine. And also I use my dreams. Every night when I pray to my higher self, my spirit guides and guardian angels, I always ask for them and set the intentions that I'm going to connect with them in my dreams, and I'm going to receive whatever guidance I need for whatever's going on in my life. And I always write it down in my dream journal, which I highly suggest that you get one. It doesn't have to be like a dream journal. It can just be a regular notebook. But I write down, the question that the guidance that I want to receive. Or if I simply just want to receive guidance in general, I write down, I intend to connect with my higher self, my spirit guides, and my guardian angels to receive, guidance on, whatever you need guidance on. And then I wake up in the morning, and that's the second thing I do after praying to my higher self and my angels and my spirit guides, is I write down my dream to the best of my ability, and then I interpret my dreams, because that's how your higher self and the divine communicates with you. They don't always use words to communicate with us. You know, they live in higher dimensions. So they use images and memories and past experiences that we've had, and they use symbols. And symbols, there are so many things that have so many, you know, meanings. And anyways, if you would like a video on how I interpret my dreams or more information on that, I can make a video on that as well. So, you know, please let me know. So yeah, so those are the ways that you can connect with your higher self and create a relationship and receive guidance. So I meditated on, you know, why my manifestations weren't coming into fruition. Realized that I was manifesting the wrong things, so then I started manifesting the right things. Another thing as well, sorry, I have notes over here. So, all right, so what is scripting? A lot of people don't, you know, there are so many methods for the law of attraction and manifesting, and one of them is using scripting, and that is when you write down kind of like a little story, you know, like a play or like an actual movie script of what you want to bring into your life. And I have, you know, my own, you know, scripting here from when I was bringing my, you know, financial stability into my own life. And I'll go ahead and share it with you just so you kind of get a gist, because for me, I've watched so many videos on, you know, scripting when I first started this journey, and I'm like, okay, that's great, but, you know, I work off of examples. So if, you know, I can see an example, I'm like, oh, okay, that's how you do it. So for me, when I was trying to manifest financial stability into my life, I wrote down, well, first off, I guess, the best thing about, okay, I'll just tell you what I wrote down. Sorry, I got a little, you know, off track and lost my thought. I'll just tell you what I wrote down, and then I'll tell you everything that's really important when it comes to scripting and everything that you want to keep in mind while scripting. So I wrote, I am so grateful I am financially stable. I love that I am now able to pay all of my bills on time and still have money left over to support my family and buy anything that I want. I absolutely love my new 3-bedroom, 2-bath apartment that fits me and my family perfectly. There is more than enough room for comfortable living space for all 4 of us, including my son's playroom, the nursery, my husband's home gym, and my home office. I am grateful that my kitchen pantry and fridge is fully stocked with healthy, nutritional vegan food for my family. It makes me feel so happy and calm that I can afford to buy my husband the things he needs and wants because he deserves it. I am also grateful I can provide my children with the things they need and want. Whenever I come home from work, I feel whole and balanced, knowing my home is clean and organized. Every day, I take the necessary steps and actions to becoming the best version of myself. So that is what I wrote down for how I wanted my life to look financially. And, you know, not just in finances as well, but also in just stability in general. And you can include anything that you want. You want to include as much detail as you want, but you want to make sure to avoid negative words. Because, you know, what you put in is what you get out. So if you're putting in negative words, you're going to get negative things into your life. So, you know, really pay attention to what you're writing and make sure that it is, you know, positive and all around. Big words to avoid is debt. That is the big one that, you know, people tend to avoid. And be very clear on what you want. Be very detailed. I actually saw this post on the Baby Ellie Facebook page where this woman was trying to manifest a vacation to Paris, France. And She actually got to do this workshop or seminar in Paris, USA. There apparently is a city somewhere in the States called Paris, and she actually was invited to hold a workshop there. So, I mean, she got to go to Paris, right? But it wasn't Paris, France. So you have to be really clear and concise about what you want. Um, so just remember that. And the important things about scripting and manifesting is, one, you never want to try to manifest when you're in low vibration, because the law of attraction works off of words, thoughts, and emotions. So whatever you're feeling or thinking at the time, that's what you're going to get. So you definitely don't want to be angry or sad or depressed when you're manifesting, because you're just going to bring more of that into your life. So I highly recommend that, before you start doing any type of method of manifestation, make sure you're in high vibes, in high vibrations. For me, do whatever makes you happy, what makes you feel free, sing, dance, go outside, eat whatever food makes you happy. And of course, high vibrational foods. You don't want to eat low, dense foods. For me, anything that's super heavy, like potatoes or oats or bread, makes me really, low and dense. So whenever I'm working on my spiritual stuff, I always tend to eat. Sorry, I just have really bad heartburn. Pregnancy and all, But I always eat, high vibrational foods such as fresh fruits and vegetables, or, I just tend to stay away from food altogether and just drink water. So making sure you're in high vibrations. So sing, dance, do whatever makes you feel happy and free, create, paint, draw, write, whatever helps you. Go outside. And then while you're writing, you actually want to physically visualize in your mind what you are trying to bring into fruition, and really feel happy. Feel as if that you actually have what you're trying to manifest. That is super, super important. That's where a lot of people go wrong. And then when I am done with my scripting, a really good technique, you don't have to do it, but I feel it's kind of like the cherry on top, it doesn't hurt, so why not? I like to reread, or I like to read over what I wrote as many times as you want, focusing on the visualization of it, and that high vibrational feelings as if you actually had it. So I usually read it 2 or 3 times. That's just me. You can actually sing it too, if you enjoy singing, because singing is a high vibration thing to do. So if you want to, even sing it, sing your lungs out. It'll be great for you. And what I do after that is I fold the paper, but I fold it to me. So, and a lot of people don't understand. So what I do, I take my piece of paper and I point the words to my chest and I fold it to me. And while I'm doing this, I'm focusing on what I want. I'm, embodying the feelings that I want. That goes with this manifestation. You fold it as many times as you want, but every time you fold it, make sure you're folding it into yourself, because then you're sending all of these, vibrations and feelings to you. And I always do it at my heart chakra, because, your heart center is a very good place to manifest from. And then what I do is I take the piece of paper that I folded and I hold it to my heart chakra with my hands, and I visualize while embodying the feelings once again of what I want. And then I pray to my higher self, and I tell my higher self that I am now, letting this go. I am giving all of my worries, my doubts, and my concerns to you. And this is now in your hands. And I fully trust that you will bring my desires into fruition. And I just close my eyes and I feel the feelings of love and gratitude, because those are two of the most powerful feelings in the entire universe: gratitude and love. And I just do that for a few minutes, and then I tend to carry it on me no matter, like, everywhere I go. You can put it in your wallet or your purse, or you can put it in your pocket, or wherever. And I like to read over it once a day, every day, while visualizing. And a lot of people really honestly confuse the concept of letting go. Letting go doesn't mean you completely get rid of it, including the desire. You want to hold on to the desire. You want to hold on to the feelings of actually having it. You want to let go of the worry, the doubt, and the fear that you're not going to get it. And you also want to let go of the importance of it. Like, just completely let go of it, but make sure you have that desire in your heart and in your mind. Because when you put things on a pedestal and make them of great importance, you increase the resistance, and the more resistance you have, the further it becomes. And the same with doubt and worry. Those are very low vibrational thoughts and feelings. And those are also vibrations of lack. And with the law of attraction, what you think is what you get. So if you are thinking and being in a state of lack, then you're going to continue to receive lack. So really, let that go. You can visualize and you can read over your manifestations as often as you want, as long as you're in the feeling of gratitude when you're doing it. If you're worried that you're not going to get it, you're not going to get it. And if that's something you have an issue with, I highly suggest not doing that. Do not reread what you wrote. Honestly, just focus on gratitude, because you already set the intentions and you put it out there. So just focus on gratitude and it'll come to you. And the last step to any manifestation, including scripting, is taking the appropriate actions. That is the huge thing that people get wrong, and I got wrong for a long time. I thought, oh, if I just manifest, it'll come to me. No. You have to take the first step. Life is 20% work and 80% the universe. And it doesn't have to be hard. So, a lot of the times the first actions you need to take is actually setting a game plan, which is what I did. I actually wrote down a list of things that I needed to do to actually create the feeling of stability in my life. And for me, I get a lot of anxiety when my house is cluttered. I mean, I have a 2-year-old son. I always have toys everywhere. I'm in the military. We're constantly on the go. I have a tiny 2-bedroom, 500 square foot apartment right now. So, my house gets cluttered a lot, and there's just so much going on. So, I wrote down a list of things that I needed to do to put myself in a positive mindset. Because you can't just tell yourself that you are something. You have to find a way to give it to yourself. You have to find a way to make yourself feel loved, to make yourself feel beautiful and confident and worry-free. You can't just say that you have it, but yet you're still experiencing the low vibration surroundings that are giving you anxiety and stress and worry and making you feel the lack of, whatever the case may be. So for me, the first steps that I took was declutter and clean my house. So, literally the first steps that I took on a Saturday back in May or early June, I don't remember which, but I literally donated all of the things that I did not need, clothes, books, little knickknacks sitting around the house, toys, that, my son doesn't need. I put those away in storage for my next child. All same for my husband. I had my husband go through his closet and go through his things that he didn't need. And I went through my son's stuff and, put away all of his stuff that he no longer needed. I cleaned my entire house from top to bottom. Every single room I cleaned, and I organized and made it look really nice and neat, because you know how it can be when you're constantly busy and on the run. Things just get away from you and things never seem to stay organized. So I did that. And then I created a cleaning schedule for my husband and I, so that way there, we wouldn't have all that mess get out of hand again. And it's actually worked. For the past 2 months, we've been sticking to this schedule, and my house is always clean and organized. And because of that, I feel responsible. I feel stable. I feel organized and disciplined. And because I'm in that feeling of it, I'm creating more of it in my life. And it's actually making me want to clean and making me, want to do the things that I should be doing. Unlike in the past, I would be like, oh, I really should do this, but I just didn't have the energy or motivation to do it. I, am shifting, paradigms all of the time and stepping into the best version of myself because of it. So the second thing I did was I created a personal, meditation and exercise schedule, because a big part of being a spiritual being is being of high vibrations. And two of the best ways to do that is to keep yourself healthy. And you can do that with meditation and exercise. And I do meditate on a daily basis, but a lot of the times when you don't have time for it, it kind of gets away from you, or you don't always have a lot of the time to do it. So I actually set a schedule aside to where I would do it. I would meditate for 20 minutes twice a day at minimum, and I would exercise for 15 minutes every morning. So I would take a walk every morning for 15 minutes before I went to work. And I made it part of my morning routine to journal every morning of the things I was, grateful for, and all of my feelings, to get them out on paper. I would then go for a walk and listen to, subliminal messages and, 432 hertz music or any educational videos. And then I would come back and I would meditate and drink a cup of tea and then get ready for work. And when you have a morning routine set, you're setting yourself up for success, because you are putting yourself in a high vibration early in the morning, and therefore you are setting the intentions that you are of high vibration. So then your day is going to be filled with high vibrational events. So things are going to come into your life more easily. And that's awesome. That's what we want. That's the point of manifesting. And then the third thing I did was seek a financial counselor and create a budget. So that's exactly what I did. And there are so many resources you can use. I know I'm in the military, so I get extra benefits and things like that. But I actually went to my local civilian bank, Chase, and most institutions or credit unions offer free budgeting. And if not, you can always dial *211, and they will provide you with hundreds of free resources, for that, for any topic you need. So don't think it's not available to you, because it is available to you. For any type of counselor that you need, honestly, you can get free resources and, all that kind of stuff for free, even as a civilian. So along with getting a financial counselor and actually going to one, setting up an appointment, meeting with them, creating a budget, I had to be honest with myself about all of the things that I needed to change. And, it's the same, if you're trying to manifest a healthy mindset and, seeking a therapist or someone to talk to is one of your goals, or, is something that you need to do to get your life back on track. You have to be honest about the things that are going on in your life. You can't hide something because you feel ashamed or guilty or anything like that. You know, you have to be honest about it, because the more that you're honest about it, the more that you're clearing things up. And also, guilt and shame are really low vibrational feelings. And they're lower than hate and anger. Like, it's better to be angry than it is to be guilty or shameful. So just be honest with yourself and accept where you're at the moment in your life, because you are taking steps to better yourself, and that's all that matters. So I found a financial counselor, I created a budget, I stuck to that budget, and I actually started a food prep, and I went and sought more resources to help with, how to, save money, different charities that I could find, or, free, giveaways and things like that, just to help me save money. So there are tons and tons of things that you can do. And if you don't know what steps to take, for whatever you're trying to manifest, Google it. We literally have the internet available to us at all times. We literally have, the world in our fingertips, and we don't take advantage of it. So if you don't know what steps you need to take, Google. You will find a million answers. That's how I created this plan. I literally Googled steps to take to have a stable life, to have stability in your life. And there's over, I don't even know, like 100 different topics, whatever you want to call it, like came up, different links came up, websites, whatever it's called. So there, if you don't know what you need to do, you can look it up. And a lot of the times, the one action that we do have to take is letting go of worry. Sometimes there isn't anything that we need to do. Like with manifesting a relationship, if that's what you're trying to do, show yourself love. That means, meditating, taking time for yourself. Take a bath, go out to eat, go see go out to the movies, do what you want, do what is best for you. If you're trying to manifest a dream car, maybe go and, Google what you want, and, just save pictures of it, on your computer or your phone, and, make a vision board. There are so many different steps that you can take. So if you don't know what steps to take, Google it. Law of attraction is so popular these days, and there are so many people who are going through the exact same thing as you are or have in the past, and they have tons of tips. So that's all I have for you today on the topic of manifesting and scripting. I hope you found this video extremely helpful. If you did, please like, share, and subscribe. And if you have any comments or any tips or advice, or if you want to share how you script and how you manifest so others can see it, that would be absolutely amazing. Because that's what we're here to do. We're here to help each other, right? So thank you, and have a wonderful day.